And Roger, you not only follow this for a living, you used to do this for a living, sitting in the Fed making these decisions. What did you think about the Fed's tone yesterday? Was there reason to think that this is a much more dovish Fed? Was there reason for the market to take off the way it did?
I wouldn't go with a much more dovish Fed. So let's start with what did happen. They did come in at 75 basis points as expected. There were no dissents, which I think is important because it does indicate that there wasn't really a team, 1% that people had worried about. But I think what happened in the press briefing was the opening statement from Chair Powell suggested that 75 might be appropriate but data dependent. And I think that sounded to people as though maybe 50 more likely than 75. To be fair, I think they missed the bigger picture, which is a strong statement around a 2% inflation target, needing to see convincing evidence, and a previous statement reiterated that the path towards a soft landing was narrower and potentially getting narrower. So I think the market maybe heard what they wanted to hear, perhaps maybe leaning a bit more dovish than the chairman and the committee itself.
What do you think just about data dependent? As Steve mentioned, we have had some decent numbers that came in very recently, numbers that were better than expected that we got yesterday, and that could help on the GDP picture as well.
Well, look, I think they're two separate issues. One is the debate as to whether or not we are in a recession. I thought Chair Powell handled that adroitly and carefully by saying, with a very, very strong labor market, even if the read on GDP that we get later today is slightly negative, we're not in a recession. I thought he was, adamant about that. The broader question on data dependence, I think he also always adds to that, and also the evolving outlook, because we know that the data coming in are by definition, historic, and they have to think through the positioning of their interest rates, which have a long and variable lag, versus outlook. And I think the market didn't hear that either.